Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. Today I am filming my March TBR and it went a bit crazy because I've been collecting all the books right now and I'm looking at them and it is a lot. I don't know really how this happened, but we are rolling with it. I am in theory doing 3 readathons in March, which is quite a lot. It is a lot, let's be honest. But like they're all like small ones and I want to participate in all of them. And I think it seems like a lot of books. Well, it is, but yeah. But keeping in mind that it's for these readathons, like, it's fine for me. I don't know how to explain it. If you were somehow waiting for God of Thing for spring, which should have been out by now, it's not coming because I am revamping God of Thing for Season, which is my own seasonal reading challenge on my channel. I'm revamping it and most likely it will be back for a 2.0 version in summer. I'm taking spring off. I haven't had the seasons off since like I was in Japan and stuff. So I'm taking one season off to make it better and cuter, and we will see when I come back with it and if it's coming back. But I have some ideas and I wanted some more time on them. So yeah. No God of Thing for Season challenge for the next few months, which is a bit weird because I always start out with those to read, to talk about in my wrap-ups and TBRs, but there's no challenge. So then I can thereby start my TBR with just books for no challenges, and it's a bit weird. I put all the books forward for that I was going to talk about, and I forgot some. Oh god. Okay, I'm trying to organize my books, but there's so many, it's a mess. But first, on my TBR we have The First Sister by Linda A. Lewis. This is the book club pick for Facing Gays for the month of March. We read queer, sci-fi and fantasy every single month. Check out the book club down below. Obviously, I don't think this is gonna be my first read for March because usually our live shows are like in the first weekend of the next month, like in April in this case. So this will probably be my last read for the month, but I'm showing it first because priority. I don't know much about it, but it's a sci-fi and it looks amazing, so I'm very, very excited for it, and you should all join us for live and for the book club. As I said, more information is down below. Then I am, of course, reading Everblaze by Shannon Messenger. This is the 3rd book in the Keeper of the Lost Cities series. I am, of course, reading this for Keep Along because I'm one of the hosts. And for this book, the live show would be on Sasa's channel, I think. And the Twitter and stuff is linked down below where we will update with updates when we know stuff. But yeah, we are coming to the 3rd book. We're in the 3rd month, obviously. And we got a bit ripped in the mail. And I'm very sad about it. And it's purple. Purple is my favorite color, you know? So this better be the best one yet. But yeah, I'm excited for it. And it follows Sophie, who finds out she's an elf and has special abilities. And goes into this elf world, I guess. Then I wanted to finish as much as Rick Riordan as possible this year. That was on hold in February because I was doing BOOKCLUB, and obviously that didn't fit with Rick Riordan. So I at least want to read like 1 book by Rick Riordan every month, but technically it should be more than 1 because he has so many books. But yeah, I will try to pick up 2 this month. I am on The House of Hades, which is the 4th book in the Heroes of Olympus. I will definitely 100% sure read this. But then I also kind of really want to just read Blood of Olympus and finish with the series. I think I can fit time in it. I read quite a lot lately by accident. And like, I will probably do sprints or be on sprints, etc. And then I read so much more, so it will be fine. I know I'm saying this, even though I'm only in the 4th book on this VR, but just wait for it, okay? It's gonna be a lot. And then I want to read 1 companion book at least, because there's so many, I should read them too. And this is the Demigod Diaries, and this belongs to Heroes of Olympus, so it would be fitting to read that now. So I'm hoping to get to at least these 3 by the author. And if I somehow manage to finish all these books and like go back again on my TBR, kind of like to see through it, I will probably pick up another one, but that probably won't happen. Then I'm also doing the 12 Friends Recommend 12 Books challenge, and I didn't do any for that in February because none of the books I recommended was by a black author, and I didn't want to, you know, ruin my Blackathon TBR. Ruin it, that was a bit dramatic, but you got what I meant. So I'm doing 2 this month to catch up, like, from February. So the next one would be Holopox by Jessica Townsend, which is the 3rd book in the Nevermore series, which basically follows Morgan Crow, that her whole life has believed that she would die when she's 12 years old, that she is cursed, and then stuff ensues for there. That was all I knew going into the series. So yeah, it's really, really fun, middle grade series. Lovely. And this one was recommended to me by Ro, or she recommended the first book, but I already read that, so I just went to the next one that I haven't read. But yeah, I'm very, very excited to read this. Obviously it's a quick read and an adorable read, and I'm very happy. Yay! And then we have The Traitor's Blade by Sebastian de Castell. Obviously this is a really, really known fantasy series that has existed for a long time. I don't know much about it and have heard mixed things about it, but I have been interested in reading it, and here we are. And this one recommended to me by Steph, so thank you so much for that recommendation, and hopefully I will enjoy it. We will see. I read a lot of fantasy, so I am critical. Don't worry, I have more, don't worry. Okay, so in Blackathon I picked some TBR cards out because I want to pick like the rest of my TBR after doing all the challenges, etc. with TBR cards, which is Jesse's deck of TBR. There's a TBR game they made, you can buy it. I picked up 4 TBR cards that I didn't find books for in my books by black authors. And I'm not going to do all of them now because it's a bit much, but I'm going to do 2 of them. And the other 2 I will do if I finish all the other books on my TBR. I didn't forget them, I just had to go over to them next month because I didn't have books by black authors to fit for them. So the first one I pulled, the first card I pulled in my vlog, so you can see it if you want to, was Bahart, set in India. I didn't have any books by black authors set in India on my TBR, but now I do have another one, and that is India's Daughter by Slippy, Somaya, Gauda, which I know I'm not pronouncing correctly. And this has a English title called Secret Daughter. It's been out for quite a long time, and it's like a big bestseller in Norway and other places, I think. And it's parts of it set in India, parts of it set in the USA, and it follows a girl who like was given away and adopted to the USA from India, and I think it's like her following her path back to like her biological parents, etc. As a person who was adopted from Asia to a, I was going to say white country, that sounded like, I'm not saying that there's not other people of color here, but yeah, I think it's interesting to read about adoption and stuff, just because that's my life, you know? It's funny. I will probably read this. I think I had it on the TR for like years. I got this edition for like free in like a holiday place. I just took it because I wanted to read it. So yeah, it's in Norwegian, but it's originally in English, but really it's fine. The next card I picked that I didn't have a book for was Lost in Translation, a book translated for another language. I'm going with this one, which is an arc I stole from my books, are not stole, I got it. And this one was originally written in French, and I'm reading it in the Norwegian translation. And it has a English title. The English title is Fresh Water for Flowers. It's not at all like what I usually read. Not Secret Daughter either though, for that point. It's by Valerie Perrin, and I've been wanting to read this because people have been writing about it a lot here in Norway. And you know, I got the card and I was like, okay, let's go. So I'm reading this too. TBR cards making me pick up, you know, a bit other stuff I wasn't planning to read. I guess that's the point of them. And then we also have the sequels I need to read every month, because I picked out series I'm gonna finish. Another video earlier this year, and the next one, or not the next one, but like I can go in order I want to, but the next one I wanted to finish was Bone Season, so the next one is The Song Rising by Samantha Shannon, and I have The Mask Falling on its way in these editions, and it has been shipped, so I think it will arrive now in March unless I get lost, so I will read that too. And I don't really like the series, so I don't know why I'm doing this to myself, but then I will be totally caught up and will have fulfilled 1 slot in the series challenge thing. So that's great, that's fun, yay. And then for the audiobooks I'm gonna start out with, we have The Time of Contempt and Baptism of Fire, which is book 4 and 5 in the Witcher series. I count them as 4 and 5 because I count Last Wish and Sword of Destiny as 1 and 2. Obviously it's Witcher, and I rereading, well this would be a reread, but I haven't actually continued after Time of Contempt, so I am excited to continue the series. I might listen to more because I listen to these really fast because they're so intriguing. But like 2 is the goal, and then like I might do 1 or 2 more. Because when I started them in January, I was going to listen to 1 and then I listened to 3. So it was a whole up step for me, and I was like mid-month, so who knows. But yeah, those will be my audiobooks. Very excited. Then I also, you know, read a manga / graphic novel between every novel. And I don't know if I'm going to do it for like the Readathon books because they're like a separate out of my normal TBR, so I don't know if I count them, but I think I need at least 5, but it might be 6 or 7 depending how many more books I read in this. But yeah, the next one in line would be, because I do it in order I received them at my house, Sunstone Volume 5, which is like this sapphic BDSM graphic novel. It's really nice following these two girls in love. And this one is thick. It's like the thickest one yet. I'm like, dang. Then also, randomly, it became a lot of Jujutsu Kaisen in a row. But it would be Jujutsu Kaisen 10, 11, 12, and 13. Even though like I have loads of other series. But I like to go in this order. So it would be a lot of Jujutsu Kaisen for me. Very excited. I would just like burn through the series then. But yeah, it might be more, but then you will see my wrap up, or if I do a vlog, I don't even know. Okay, so for the Readathons, I am of course doing Readathon, which I already posted my TBR for, so I'm just gonna show you the books like really quickly, because I have a whole video with my Readathon on my channel. So my plan is to get through whatever I just showed you as quickly as possible in the first week of March, because the second week is Readathon, and for that I am reading 7 books, even though they're all quite small. So we have the group book that I finally got, Winter and Shako. We have Kim Ji-young, Born 1982, Solo Leveling Volume 3, The Red Palace, The Vegetarian, Look After Mother, and Tiger Honor. So yeah, they are all really short, and I would definitely, you know, read like Solo Leveling with another book one day, so I will finish it in less than a week. And if I finish Readathon early, which I probably will, I will be honest, I will just go back to like my normal TBR, all the other books I just talked about. And yeah, I will post a whole vlog of how this week will go, but I'm very excited for this TBR. So yeah, that's 7 books. Even though they're short, it's still 7 books. And a week after that, we have a small Magical Readathon as well as final book support group. So Magical Readathon is when you choose your legacy and conduit, if I remember correctly. Yes, it is. Okay, I was correct. So I'm making a bad bitch character. No, joking, halfway. And there's only 2 books you need to read it within that week. And at the same time, final book support group is also running, hosted by Steph. So I'm doing Magical Readathon first, and I picked up my 2 books. So I picked out Sword as my conduit, which means you have to read a book with a blade on the cover. For that, I just picked Vespertine by Margaret Vargasson, and as you can see, there's like a blade here. It's a pretty edition, and I enjoyed Margaret Vargasson's other books a lot, so hopefully I will like this. But I don't think this is a standalone like the author's other books, so I'm excited to see how I feel about it. It's not too big. Let's do this. And for a legacy, I am in the Archivists, which is my guild. And my legacy is Gauda, Goddess of Night and Nightmares. And the challenge is done, nighttime on the cover, word night in the title, serious name. I picked out Beast Made of a Night. So as you can see, night is in big letters on this cover by Tochi Onyebuchi. And this one is like a sci-fi by this author. I don't know anything about it, but I read another series by the author. It was very good. Very excited to read this. And, you know, perfect for the challenge. Yay! So final book support group doesn't have any prompts, etc. The only point is that you can continue a series as you read, or, you know, actually read the final books in those series as you have been putting off. So I went into my series list because I do have an overview and picked out, well, basically the top, not the top, but like just went through it and picked out 5 series I'm gonna finish within that week. So plus the 2 Magical Readathon ones, and those, it will be again 7 books in 1 week. Why am I doing this to myself? I do not know, but let's just roll. The first one I picked out, I of course forgot in at Erica's place, but that is The Unbound by Victoria Schwab. This is a duology, even though it's done as a trilogy, but it is a duology because it's not coming in a 3rd book. And I read the first book, The Archived, which is like follows a girl like that helps ghosts go into the other side kinda, and they're like archived in this library. And yeah, I'm excited for the 2nd book. I will have finished that duology. So easy. Thank you for the push, you know, that's the whole point of this. I also decided to pick up the last book in the Cursebreaker series. I was so bold and deadly by Bridget Kammerer. I know I will hate this. I will be honest. I know I would not like this. Already know some of the stuff that will happen. But I tested the 2nd book. I love the 1st book. And people would be like, oh, but why are you reading it when you don't know you won't like it? Because I need to finish the series, you know. I read 1 and 2. Suffered my way through number 2. I need to get the stamp that I finished it while reading number 3. So I'm just gonna do it now. And it will be a quick read. And I will hate every single moment of my life reading it. But let's have fun and just read it anyway, okay? I like to suffer. Then I decided to finish Daughter of Smoke and Bone. I only have the 3rd book left, Dreams of Gods and Monsters. So I really like the 1st book. I didn't really like the second book, but we're reading the third one to see how I feel about it. I'm not going to read it in this. It's enormous. So I'm going to read it in like my UK paperback. I just didn't bother finding it. I'm going to finish this series. I know there's like a short story collection thingy to the series, but like the main trilogy is finished. That counts, right? Then I want to finish the Dream Blood duology. So this is The Shadow's Son by Jameson. I read the first book. I really liked it. I was supposed to read this in last year. I had it on my December TBR, and there was the only book I didn't get to, and I didn't get to it in February, and I didn't get to it in January, so now I'm gonna read it, and I'm very excited for it. I really like the first book. It's very special, so it's a bit weird, but I will finish the duology. Oh my god, it's just like one book, you know? And the last series I picked out is Girls of Fate and Fury by Natasha, Nagan, and this one is the final book in the Girls of Paper and Fire trilogy. I really like one. I really like two. Let's finish it up, right? Like, because I have it. I had it for months. I should read it. So yeah, this final book support group thing kind of works, you know? It pushes you into doing that thing. That's my whole TBR, but like half of it is compressed into 2 weeks. So after like the third week of March is over, it's only the 20th. So I have 1 week and 4 more days to read more books like the first pile I showed you, depending on how much I finish in the week 1 and 2, like after I finish my Readathon TBR. So I think I will be fine. I just need to push myself for those 2 weeks. It will be fine. It's okay. So yeah, when I said I had a lot, it is a lot. I'm gonna count. Not even counting the manga and stuff in. I have 25 books on my TBR. And I was gonna read less this year. Well, that's just how it went. You will see in my wrap up how I did. I will at least vlog week 2 and 3 of March, but not all of March, I think, because that's boring, because it's just the books I just talked about. But yeah, you will see me soon in a new video. Wish me good luck. I don't know why I cracked up like that. It sounded so distressed. Leave a 1 emoji down below if you enjoy this, and you will see me soon in a new one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!